Welcome to Uke Like the Pros. This is our daily lesson. I'm Terry Carter. Thank you for being here and thank you for sharing and spreading the word about Uke Like the Pros. I'm excited for several reasons. I'm back home today, so I'm back in the studio and instead of the classroom. And I'm happy that it's a long 4th of July weekend here, so got about 5 days before I get to head back to work. And of course, I'm with my wife and kids, so that's awesome. Now, I played a little bit about what we're going to do, but we're not going to play that progression. We already did that a few days ago. That was the ultimate chord progression lesson 5B. What we're going to do is going to talk about the ending lick that I played. I got an email from one of our Uke Like the Pros members, and Lisa Marie, and she was asking if I could send her that lick. Well, the truth is that lick is, every time I do it, is totally improvised. So I don't even know what I did 2 seconds ago, let alone a few days ago. So I'm just going to show you what I'm thinking, and then I'll show you some ideas to do that lick. The other thing that is real exciting is that I've been speaking with Ko Aloha the last few days, and we got some awesome things in the works, not just works, and I'll be able to share some of those real soon, so I'm excited. All right, the best ukuleles in the world. All right, so let's, I don't know, what should we do? Of course, if you need any of this stuff, you can go ahead and grab it at ukelikethepros.com, grab the sheet music. Check out some of the other premium lessons that I have up there that I put my heart and soul in and extremely proud of. And they do work. They teach you. All right, so let's just talk about what's going on here. So the progression that we learned, which was this. The other cool thing is now on the app I can see the comments. So I don't need to have my computer's not even here anymore. So Heather's checking in from the living room, and Carol's checked in from France. So, hey, you two. So, I'm taking this progression that we looked at the other day. So, D minor to F, or F/C to G/B, B flat, A. So, that progression we already did, and that's what I played earlier. Just a different strum pattern than what's written. And then, when you end on a D minor chord. And then what I did was, I just played a little lick at the end of it. Matter of fact, that one was already different than the previous two I did. So, don't want to deal with the progression today, just want to deal with that lick. So, what we need here is a minor pentatonic, and we're going to be in the key of D, so we need a D minor pentatonic. I'm going to show it to you two ways. First way, I'm going to give a little love out to all our members that have a low G ukulele first, and then if you don't, I'll show you how to play it with the high G. Okay, so let's grab some tuning notes. First string, A. Second string, E. Third string, C. And fourth string, G or low G. I'm actually going to put some new strings on today that are actually white, and so that should help you see them. And then also the fourth string is a wound string, which may help with the sound. So when I get those on, I'll show you what those are like. All right, so what we're looking at is a D minor pentatonic, and for me, having a low G, I'm going to play it there. I'm also going to show you, if you have a high G, how you can play it. There, so we're all good today. But let's start with the low G. I think this is the chart I want. Perfect. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start on a D note. Remember, the last chord is D minor. Just in case you need help with that, I will show that up on the screen. All right, so there's our last chord for the thing, and it's D minor. And a lot of the notes from this minor pentatonic scale come right from this chord shape. Okay, so just barring the 5th fret, strings 1, 2, and 3. And then 3rd finger on the 4th string, 5th fret. I'm sorry, 7th fret for the 3rd finger. Alright, so that's a chord, and then my lick. So, don't need that anymore. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to start right here with my 3rd finger on the 4th string. That's right, low G, 7th fret, 3rd finger, and that's the same as a chord. Then I'm going to go to the 3rd string, 5th fret, 3rd string, 7th fret, that's with my 3rd finger. Then I go down the string to the 2nd string, 5th fret with my 1st finger, 8th fret with my pinky, and then now on the 1st string, which I'm right here now, 5th fret and 8th fret, and that's just ascending, right? It feels like we're descending because we're going down, but it's ascending as far as the pitch is going up. So let's just do that up to right there is where we stop, right at the 8. Okay, so here we go. Let's just do them half notes, so 2 beats each. 3, 4, so you got 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, and 8. All right, you know, I always give love to my the high G ukuleles as well. So if you have a high G here, that's going to sound a little weird. So what you're going to do is do the same thing we did. Now you have to start with the D here on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So 2, and then you got to slide up the 5 with your 1st finger, and then the rest of it's the same. 7, next string down, 5, 8, 5, 8. Whoops, 8. So that's all the same. Let's do that. Everyone join me. No matter if you're starting here or here. 3, 4, so 2. And right there. All right, so now what we want to do is we actually want to also go back the other way. In this case, descend. I'm going to go back to the other screen here. So we're going to start on 8. Then you're going to go back to 5. We're right here at this 8 right there. So 8, back to 5. Next string up, 8, 5. 7 with the 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret, then 1st finger. And then when I go back, I'm going to hit that D note again where we started, 4th string, 7th fret. But then I have one extra low note here, which is our, what note is that? C on the 5th fret, 4th string. And then I go back to the D and end it. Okay, so let's start right here at this 8 right there and go backwards. 3, 4, so we got 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, now 7, 5, and then back to 7, and there's our last note. Okay, so if you don't have a low G, then you're looking at this one. We're still going to start right here at this 8. Let's do the same thing. Everyone can join me. 3, 4, so 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, and now we're going to go back to 2 here on this 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then open, there's that C note, and then back to the 2. Right? Or, if you're playing the other one, so you see the nice thing about the low G is that we don't have to shift at all. We're just it's all right there for us. Okay. Hey, I see Carol's checking in from Malibu. Caroline, I haven't seen you for a while, so hope your summer's going well. Hope Malibu's nice. San Diego's beautiful today. All right, so I'm going to go back to this one. This is our one with the low G. So now, that's just step 1. You got to get this scale down. As a matter of fact, you got to get it memorized. So you don't even have to think about it. Your fingers just go there automatically. Okay, so let's try this again. But this time chord notes, so faster than we just did. And then I'll show you the licks that I'm doing. All right, so either starting here on your low G or you're starting here on the, if you have a high G, okay? 3, 4 chord notes, so it's 7, 5. Now back. So that's it. You got to do that first. Feel real comfortable with that. So then we can add a little lick. So it's funny, I went over to my buddy's studio yesterday, Pear, who does all the backing tracks up in LA, and he was borrowing some mics. And he's like, hey, do something on the ukulele. So I actually played this progression. Kind of like that style, little kind of Spanishy sound. And for XML, or no, MXL mics, and they sent it to me. They liked it so much they're going to throw it up on their website. So I'll send that link out when I get it. Kind of cool. Just an audio clip. All right, I regress. Let's get back to focus here. Focus. All right. So what we're doing here is I'm going to play this progression again. And remember, that's this progression, right? Just like this. Okay. So 3, 4. So D minor. Doesn't matter what rhythm we use. So 2, 3. And I'm just using eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Now the last chord is D. And now this is when I can grab my scale. Now, you can even just do this. Just run the scale up and down. That sounds cool too. Or if you got the high G. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Sounds cool. B flat, A, and D. So if you play the scale right, you can actually make it sound cool. You don't want it to sound like a scale though. Now, if you can do that, that's your first step. The next step would be to add some kind of licks to it, and that's what I've been doing. So after I play this progression, dee da dee da da da, and I've been doing. Every time it's different, right? Every time. That's just how it is. We improvise it. But I'm going to show you a couple key things that I do here. Instead of starting here high on the high or the low strings here, what I do is I start on the high strings. And what I do, instead of just hitting 8, so instead of just hitting this 8 here, I slide into it. So right there. A lot of times I use my third finger. So you got a little, that's already one little thing you can add to it. That already makes it sound cool. Right? What is that? That's cool. It's just 8, 5, 5, 8, 5, 5, but I'm sliding. Kind of Jimmy Page style. Okay, so I just slide up. 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, and then I go up to the top string. Right? All kinds of different things you can do, from bends the slide, the pull-off, the hammer-ons, hammer-on and pull-off, chromatic. There's nothing right, there's nothing wrong. It's whatever you want to do. So I'm going to show you a lick though that you can use today. It's going to let me create it here. How about that? That sounds cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to slide up 8, 5, and then 5 on the next string. All right, so that's a cool lick right there. 7, 5, 7, 8 on the first string, 5, and then 5 on the second string, and then I'm going to go 8. Maybe a little bend, then back to 5 on the first string. Pretty cool, right there. Slide. And then how we're going to finish it off. That's cool right there. Let's just do that, something simple. Then, so after, and then I'm going to go 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. Yeah, that's every time is different, right? That's how it is. Jazz musician. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let me do it so I make sure I got it. Okay, so sliding up again, 5, 5, bending up 8 on the second string, and then 5, and then I'm going to go 8, second string, 5, 7 on the third string, but then back to 5 on the second string, back to 7, 5, and then, what did I do? Alright, so I went bend up 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, and then fourth string, 7, 5, 7. Yeah, that's what it is. So. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm a little scattered because I'm just coming up with it, but I think that's cool. I just wanted to show you that the possibilities are endless. Okay, so it's from the top. Let's see if I can get this right. Slide it from 7 to 8, 5, 5. Bend up on 8 on the second string, just a little bit. Back to 5 on the first string. Then second string, 8, 5, 7, third string. Back to the second string, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. And then fourth string, 7, 5, 7. Hey, there it is. I played it 2 times in a row. Let's see if I can do it again. That sounds pretty cool. All right, so what it would come is we do the progression. Now I hit the chord, and then I do the lick. And then hit the chord again. Alright, so I want to go over that lick one more time. Sliding from 7 to 8 on the first string to 5. Then I go up to the second string, 5. Then I do a little bend on the second string, 8th fret with my third finger. First string, 5. Back to the 8. Second string, 5. Then I go to the third string, 7, 5, 7, 5. That's on the third string. And then the last string, fourth string, 7, 5, 7. Or if you don't have a low G here, you're going 2, 0, 2 as opposed to 7, 5, 7. Okay, so. There's your high, if you have a high G, or if you have a low G. Alright, so let's try that. Here we go. Do the lick with me. So it's, I'll play it once. Do it with me. 3, 4, and. Again, 3, and. Or if you have the high G here. Right, all right, so let's do the progression and then add that lick at the end. So here we go. 1, 2, as written, and. And now. There you go. Pretty cool, right? I think it's cool. Now, just learn that, but then do your own thing. You don't need to copy me the whole time because you're all creative and awesome out there. So you could just come up with your own lick doing something slightly different. Maybe you want to slide here, the last note. Or maybe you want to do something different. Okay, so let's do it one more time. 3, 4, and D minor, F/C, G/B, and now our lick. Alright, so there is your, not only your D minor pentatonic scale, but also how to break it up into some licks, and actually I've given you one little pretty cool lick here. So I think we're good. I see all the comments here. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, we'll see you in the next lesson.